Let's start. The Wall Street Journal writes a story about the Clinton Foundation, the Bill, Hillary, and Chelsea Clinton Foundation. Hillary Clinton is running for president. She hasn't officially declared yet, but she's running for president. They're raising money from foreign sources again. And here's some of the countries they raise money from: the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Oman. The Journal reports $48 million total from overseas on the, if looking at the Clinton Foundation financing reports. Ron, you wrote a story about this in the National Journal. You called it stupid and sleazy.
Yeah.
Why?
Why mince words? Look, nobody's questioning whether or not this is a good charitable foundation doing some really good things around the world. It is. The problem here is, first of all, politically it's stupid because they're taking money from countries that go against what is going to be Hillary Clinton's brand and her reputation as somebody fighting for women. Some of these countries are not very good for women. And it's sleazy because of the perception. Even if you give them the benefit of the doubt, obviously, there's no way that you should have someone who's thinking of running for president taking money from foreign countries, because it raises the level of, what is it they're getting, they're expecting for that money. Even the Obama administration said this was not right, which is why they were not allowed to take these donations when she was Secretary of State.
Well, and it's not like she could recuse herself if she's president either. She's dealing with these countries, so it is problematic. So you wonder why they just don't reinforce the ban, then this problem goes away.
That's the question for me. Look, they were doing this when she was out of office. She lost the presidential campaign in 2008. Her husband was running the foundation. He was doing this whether you like it or not. It was being done. The president, the White House said, don't do this when you're Secretary of State. Bill Clinton agreed. He backed off because she was Secretary of State traveling the globe. Makes sense, right? The president. But if the president had to tell them not to do this, why do they think if she's gearing up again that it's okay to go back to do it?
We've seen this before. You and I have covered them a long time. They're not a corrupt couple, like a lot of people say. When he was governor of Arkansas, they could have made a lot of money off that state. Other governors did. They didn't. They're not personally corrupt people, I don't believe. But they have this obsession with campaign money. They can't stand the idea that they might be outspent, that they might lose because they didn't raise enough money. It's part of their mentality as campaigners. So they just, this is part of their DNA to go get money any way they can.
And is it a gateway for Republican critics to start running the old grainy images of the White House coffees? One of the big questions of the Bill Clinton presidency was using places within the White House for fundraising.
It's the second biggest scandal of his administration. They're playing right into that narrative. Why would they do that? It's unnecessary. They could run this foundation without $2 million from Saudi Arabia.
Right, and you have to wonder. It really doesn't make any sense at the end of the day, because why?